Florida Governor Ron DeSantis made headlines this week for once again embarrassing the state of Florida and showing the rest of the country how ass backwards things really are down here in the Sunshine State. DeSantis' administration blocked a request for approval from the College Board in the state of Florida for an AP, an Advanced Placement African American Studies course. DeSantis' administration said, no, you cannot teach this African American Studies course because it violates the state's anti-critical race theory law. The state government then said, in the future, should the College Board be willing to come back to the table with lawful, historically accurate content, Florida Department of Education will always be willing to reopen the discussion. Here's the issue. The Florida Department of Education never specified what about that course's curriculum actually violates the anti-critical race theory law. You didn't say which parts were not okay, because we're not talking about a single lesson. We're talking about an entire year's worth of curriculum, which the College Board put forth. And I'm willing to bet the Florida Department of Education did not, in fact, go through 180 days worth of curriculum. Because if you had, you could have said, hey, okay, what you've got here on day 100, this crosses the line of our anti-CRT law, so you need to remove this part. Let's get this out of here. Let's take this other part out. We don't like that. But y'all didn't do that. You said the whole damn course can't fly. Which, number one, tells me, of course, you didn't read it. Number two, it tells us you don't know what critical race theory is. And number three, this has nothing to do with critical race theory. This has to do with a bunch of racists sitting in seats of power in the Florida government. That's what it is. Prove me wrong. Like, that's the simple request I have for anybody who disagrees with that statement. Prove me wrong. Because you can't. We have a government down here in the state of Florida that is allowing people to get priced out of home ownership. We are watching as our prices for products soar. Our governor has done nothing but virtue signal to the dumbest of the dumbasses here in this state. We are getting crushed financially. We are crushed economically. We are crushed with climate change and natural disasters, and this man can't do anything other than pander to the stupidest, most racist assholes the state of Florida has to offer. That is what this is a continuation of. He doesn't care that you can't pay your bills. He doesn't care about our homeless problem here in the state of Florida. No, he'll talk about California's all day long, so will the rest of the Republicans. They won't address what's happening right here in our own backyard. All of this is DeSantis' fault. And if you're waiting for him to do something about any of the hardships facing his constituents, you are kidding yourselves. All the man knows how to do is virtue signal. And that is what he's going to continue to do. That's how he's going to run for president eventually. And hopefully he falls flat on his face when he realizes that, to be a real leader, sometimes you actually have to have ideas and policies, not culture war nonsense. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.